All right, friends, happy Wednesday. It's Rachel. I hope you are having the most amazing Wednesday. It's pouring rain here in Atlanta today, so it's a little bit dreary out, but the rain can also be quite peaceful. And I'm super excited today because I'm going live on my homepage, my personal page, which I haven't done in a while. I've been mostly just doing them in my own group. And I'm excited because in just a moment, I'm actually going to bring on one of my past clients who I worked with. And I am going to actually have a little conversation with her and share with all of you some things that we worked on. I just wanted to do a little client spotlight series. So I'm going to bring on, hopefully I can figure out how to do this, Diana. Give me a second so I can just make sure that I figure this out here. Hopefully I can just bring her on. I'm trying to remember how I do it as I haven't done it in a moment. Forgetting how to do this. I think I need to wait for her. There she goes. To join in. Awesome. So here comes Diana, and she'll be joining us in this first of, I hope, several client spotlights. Hi,
Okay.
how are you? Oh, there you are. I
was trying to get it side by side, but that's not going to work.
That's okay. Oh my God, I love your earrings.
Thank you. A local mom made them.
Wow. Oh my God, I'll have to get that information after we're done.
I will.
100%. Okay, so to all my virtual friends in this virtual world we all live in now, this is Diana. And Diana is an incredible coach too, and she works with women who feel stuck in their life and kind of want to take their life to the next level, right? And just either connect in a way to maybe a lost passion or, yeah. Diana, tell them actually, you'll do a much better job of this than I probably will, like who you work with, like who are your like dream clients?
Yeah. So you actually did a really good job. I work with women who feel stuck and are kind of lost in their mind or wrapped up in maybe negative thoughts and that negative self-talk and that mean girl in your head. And they know they want something else. They know they want something more. And maybe they specifically know what it is, and maybe they don't. They just are like, there's just something else. And so that is who I work with to help them get clarity about it and help them clean up their thoughts and go after it and create the life that they love. So
I absolutely love that. So as you know, like I'm doing this like client spotlight series, which I had mentioned. Thank you so much for coming on live with me on this bright, beautiful Wednesday. Kind of pouring. Anyways, but I wanted to start by if you could just share with my audience a little bit where you were at when we started working together.
Yeah, so I was my current ideal client. I was stuck and in my head a lot. And I had just recently left my full-time practice as a physician because I wanted to spend more time with the kids, and I just felt like there was more. I think that was one of the things I said to you was, I know there's something more. I just don't know what it is. And I know that I'm a big part of what's holding me back of getting it and figuring it out. So that's kind of when I came to you. I just felt stuck. I decided to take yoga teacher training to kind of immerse myself in mindfulness. And that's when I met Rachel, and she did some of her coaching magic. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need this in my life. And then we met up, and the rest is kind of brought us to where I am now.
Yeah. So tell me, like, what was one of your biggest fears? Like, I think a lot of people like they debate it back and forth in their mind. I know I did before I signed up the first time with my first coach. What was something that you were maybe like struggling a little bit with in whether to say yes or no, whether to move forward or not?
Yeah, I think it was the like, am I going to be like, am I really going to get out of it what I think might be possible? I didn't even know what was possible, you know? So it was like,
Yeah.
but am I going to like be this abnormal client who doesn't get out of it what all these other people?
Like the special
Yeah, I'm
unicorn,
going to be
right?
the special unicorn that doesn't get out of it what everybody else is getting out of it. I think that probably was the biggest thought, like, what if it doesn't work? I think that's what it was. What if it doesn't work? And this was like, I've done everything else, you know, like I've read a million self-help books and quit my job and pondered and talked to all my friends, you know. So this was kind of that thing that was like, I'm hopeful it might work, but what if it doesn't? Yeah.
Yeah. And when we first started, you weren't even coaching yet, right? Like that was kind of just like a maybe possibility. I remember when we first started, we were actually working on building a different type of business for you.
Yes. So when we started, when we started, exactly, we were building something more on the medical side. And it's definitely like a part, it's things that I love and I'm good at. But part of my hang up in my head was like feeling like I was supposed to do that because that followed along my medicine education and path. And so I started doing that. That's what we started. Yeah, was building that. And then once I started kind of building my own inner strength and my own confidence and my listening to my own wisdom and realizing that I could trust that, it was like, you know what I really love is coaching. Like where my heart is helping people in this way. And I can have both things. I can help people in different ways. It doesn't have to be only one way. So I'm still a physician, but I'm also a coach. And that's what we got to.
Yeah. So what do you remember? Was there like a like some people will tell me there was like an aha moment. Like it's so interesting because I have a lot of people that I feel like come to me not yet as coaches. They go through like the confidence work, the learning how to trust themselves, like the kind of the changing of the brain part. And then all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute, this shit is awesome. And I want to share it with the world. Do you have like I hate to call it an aha moment. I feel like that's so cliche, but I know I did. I also don't know what else to call it. But was there like a pivotal moment for you?
I feel like there were a lot, honestly. When we came into coaching, I think one of the things I said is at some point, I know I said I want to learn how to coach because I think at some point that would interest me. So it was kind of on my radar, but like, who am I to do that? I'm a physician, not a coach. You know, that was the initial mindset. And then as that mindset started shifting, it started being like, oh, maybe it is possible. And I do remember you one time saying, and we haven't even talked about this, one time saying, do you really want your medical practice that we're working on? And I was like,
I do. I remember that.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't really seem like you even want
I was a little offended. I was like, yes. And then I think, you know, I got off the call and I'm like, you know what? I think that's a valid point. I think, you know, I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to do. And my heart is like wanting to do coaching. And so I think that was a shift of this could be possible for me and it's okay. And letting myself go that direction.
I think that's really incredible. And I think it's really amazing because it's like you had these thoughts that, right, like, well, I'm a physician, but I can't coach. Whereas like, dude, girl, I'm a physician. Like that didn't take a little bit of work to get to this place, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's just a different mindset.
Freaking amazing. Just a different mindset, right? It was just like, but even like we can be super successful in one area and still have all these limiting beliefs in something new that we haven't tapped the waters of yet, right? So what would you say right now, like, is your favorite part about coaching?
Gosh, I love it so much. But it definitely is the clients, like when I'm working with the women and they are having, you know, their aha moments, or sometimes it's not even that grand of a moment, but the shift that it makes in their life, it's so big. It's just so rewarding. So those are definitely my favorite.
I love that. And what would you say to someone right now if they're like kind of on the fence and they're thinking about like going in this direction, or maybe not necessarily coaching, but there's something that they're really passionate about, or that they have this like calling, like kind of like you did and like I did inside of them. And, you know they maybe need a little bit of help to like get over, like step over the ledge, right? I like to say like jump off the cliff and just go for it. And they're kind of thinking about like maybe working with me or maybe working with you or working with someone, right? What do you think they need to hear right now to like take that leap of faith of like, yes, like, you know, I'm going to do this and like I'm going to work with someone, like I'm going to work with Rachel right now because she is going to help me, you know, speed up the process and kind of get over all my bullshit.
Yeah. So a couple of thoughts. One is that it is possible, like for you. You're not a special unicorn in the nicest way possible.
Yeah.
That if you show up wanting, like recognizing that I'm willing to work on my thoughts and my mindset, that's all it takes. So that's it. You don't have to have any like degree, skills, anything. Just come like willing to work on yourself. And Rachel will lead you through the rest, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. So I guess just my last question is, what would you say was like, what for you has been like the biggest transformation in the process?
That's hard too. I think it's the willingness to fail. Definitely.
Yeah. I agree.
Yes. When we started, I mean, especially in medicine, like failure is not allowed. So that was my mindset, is like, I can't do something and it not be 90% or above. That was my number.
I remember that.
Yep. And so now through coaching and through changing my mindset, it's like I can view failure as not this big, bad, terrible thing. It actually means that, hey, I tried something and now I can grow from it and I can get better. So it's still a work in progress. It's still not like, yay, let me fail, but I'm more willing to take the chances to do it. Yeah.
I absolutely love that. I love that for you. I love that for everyone who's listening to this, because I do, like you, I'm a recovering perfectionist, and I like things to be 100%, right? I like, like similar to you, I like, 90% or higher, otherwise throw in the towel type of deal. And it's so true that, in growing a business, whatever it is, you're gonna fail. And you have to learn how to deal with that, all the emotions, all the drama that comes with it, and keep taking a step forward. And as much as there's lots of strategies and things to help us, right? But it's so important, I think most important, that we learn how to have our own back as we fail forward.
Yeah. And I think hearing that maybe from where maybe some of your potential early clients are right now, that might sound like, oh, I could never get to the point where I was okay failing. But just trust the process that you can, but it's a process. So you're not expected that right now you're okay failing, or in a week of coaching, you're okay failing. Like, it's a process, and it's okay if you don't think that it's possible for you right now.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining me live today, being my first client spotlight. I've got a couple of them set up. So if you're listening in, tune in. Forget when the next one is. It might be tomorrow, the next day. And if you are looking for a coach who, maybe doesn't help with business, but can help you, get unstuck, right? And really be living that life, living out your dreams, people. Come on. We all can do it. Or, yes, find Diana. She's at Exhale Coaching, and she's, amazing, a mom, wife, and we didn't even mention that she got her husband coaching through this process too, which I think just blows my mind. I love it. It's got like a trickling effect. We're making this world, I believe, a better place. And if you're looking for a business coach, hit me up.
Yes.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Let's pray some of this rain comes to an end soon if you're here in Atlanta and wherever you are in the world. Yeah. Have a fabulous day.
Thanks so much, Rachel.
Thanks, Diana.
Bye.
Bye.